Caitlin Clark gets blunt warning from WNBA All-Star captain after bad move. Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark decided to shake things up in a major way in the WNBA All-Star draft. After she and opposing team captain Napheesa Collier completed selecting their respective rosters, the pair agreed on making a big trade. No player was involved in the swap, however, as both Clark and Collier decided to trade coaches. Cheryl Reeve, who coaches Collier with the Minnesota Lynx, will now reunite with her star player after Clark opted to forego the opportunity to get coached by the veteran shot caller. Sandy Brondello of the New York Liberty will now get to coach Team Clark in the upcoming All-Star Game on July 19. It was an unprecedented move in the history of the WNBA All-Star Game, but one that Clark is clearly excited about. Collier, however, made it abundantly clear that she believes this was a mistake on the part of her opponent. "I agree with the trade," Collier said. "I love Cheryl. She's my coach here. And you know what? That's just going to be worse for Team Clark because now we got more chemistry on our side. We got more synergy. We know what we expect from each other. So that was a bad move on your part, Caitlin, and we're taking you down." It's no surprise that Collier agreed to this trade considering how she and Reeve have been together for many years in Minnesota. Clark, on the other hand, has a bit of history with Reeve after the latter was suspected of playing a part in the former Iowa star being snubbed from the Team USA roster for the Paris Olympics last year. Moreover, Reeve has also been accused of publicly criticizing Clark, an allegation that the 58-year-old coach has since denied. Either way, this move adds another layer of intrigue to the storyline. Both Clark and Collier are adamant that they've selected the better team and have the superior coach, and this will all be put to the test come July 19. Caitlin Clark rejects WNBA All-Star trade without hesitation. Before the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game, captains drafted their teams. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark was open about wanting to play with her Fever teammates. The All-Star Game is being played at their home arena, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and 3 players from the newly crowned WNBA Commissioner's Cup champions earned All-Star selections. As the number 1 player in fan voting, Clark was named a captain and a starter. Indiana center Aaliyah Boston was also voted an All-Star starter, while guard Kelsey Mitchell got her 3rd All-Star nod after being chosen as a reserve. Clark drafted both players onto her team, but a trade proposal from opposite captain Napheesa Collier threatened to break up the Fever trio. After selecting their teams, the captains were allowed to make trades. They decided to trade coaches, with Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve ending up coaching Collier, while Clark wound up with New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello. In response, Clark inquired about trading for Liberty forward Breanna Stewart to reunite the 7-time All-Star with her coach. Collier had drafted Stewart, a fellow UConn graduate with whom she co-founded Unrivaled, with her first pick. "Stu was my number 1 overall pick, so I would need to make this big," Collier told Clark. "You have to give me your number 1 overall pick and your teammate Aaliyah Boston." "I don't even think Fee actually meant that," Clark said. "I think she just wanted to see how I would react." In the end, both players stuck to their guns and wound up playing with their favorites alongside them. Clark kept her Fever triumvirate intact, chose good friend Sabrina Ionescu, and selected the Washington Mystics rookie All-Star duo of Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen. Meanwhile, Collier got the Lynx coach and drafted a team made entirely of players who played in or were offered deals to Unrivaled. She took her Lunar Owls teammates Alisha Gray, Courtney Williams, and Skylar Diggins, plus former UConn star and future Unrivaled participant Paige Buchers.